Hey, Will here from PPC Coach. Thank you for checking out my case study on how I sold over 8,100 corny, double quotes, air quotes, necklaces using Facebook ads. So let's dive right in here. Thanks for checking this out. I appreciate your time and I will not waste it. But before we dive in, just allow me to introduce myself very quickly. My name is Will Haimerl. It's like hey to a guy named Merle. That's how you pronounce it. I'm the owner of ppc-coach.com. That's me. I've got 5 daughters. I live in London, Ontario, Canada. Love helping people with my coaching and courses. I'm the founder of ppccoach.com. Trained over 10,000 online marketers since 2007. Started basically in 2005, so I am what you call a veteran, as you can see by the gray in my beard, in the online advertising world. Now, this is a big payout. That's a picture of my first big check way, way back in November 23rd, 2005. The amount is hard to see, but it's $17,489.53. That's US dollars, so it's well over 20,000 Canadian. We didn't have high resolution cameras back then. So that was basically done generating secured loan leads using Google AdWords and selling them to the banks in the United Kingdom. Now I focus on print on demand, Facebook ads, and still Google ads a little bit. But I do this full time and I have been since 2007. So after that check, I said the weirdest thing to my wife. Well, actually, I think it was before that check. And then we went down the basement to my office and I showed her the check. I said, I have to quit my job to start making money. And you don't hear people saying that too often, right? You think that's nuts. You're supposed to work more if you want more money. You don't quit your job to get more money. But I did. I quit my job. My last shift was December 31st, 2006, and I've never looked back. I'm basically unemployable now. So I've now sold over $1 million in physical products and counting. I did it with a lot of different methods over the years. And I'm approaching a million from my courses and coaching now too. So I work in both worlds at the same time. And I love hearing the people who say those who can't do teach, not this guy. I actually practice what I preach, which is unlike a lot of others out there. Okay, so I should probably update this. It's over a million in revenue so far and counting. I am $1 million producer, which is very weird to say. But if you want some proof, I know you do, then here you go. Here's some screenshots, which I should update this. I should include some Shopify source too, but I don't need to because I'm already over the $1 million mark. So 604,000 from one print-on-demand company, 439,000 from another print-on-demand company, 46,000 from another print-on-demand company. So you can see that it's well over $1 million. This was done with what's called print-on-demand, and that means nothing is made until it's ordered and paid for in advance. So you actually have the money in your hand, and it's awesome. So there's a lot of benefits to this. You don't have to buy the product in advance. You get paid first, and then you have a company print it and ship it. I think it's the best business model for online product sales in history because we don't need a warehouse. We don't need to have shipments come over from China or wherever, put them in a warehouse and then, pack them and ship them ourselves. There's companies that do all this for us. And we basically get paid in advance before the product is even created by the company. So it's awesome. And that is what I used. And as you can see, it works very well. And I still use this even today. I'm running campaigns for this. So if you want to learn how, I can teach you. But the harsh truth for most, it's not easy, especially on your own. And print on demand setup can be intimidating. Do you open a store or do you go direct to the print on demand company? How do you pick a great niche? How do you make designs? Can someone make designs for you? How do you promote your products? How do you connect all the dots? That's the biggest issues with print on demand. It's not simple. So it is a great business model, and I do it full time for a living. And I also help others do it through my coaching and mentoring. And it is just as rewarding for me. So here's a couple of people who I've helped. So just real quick, I just wanted to share a milestone, hit 10,000 revenue today. Most of this was made in the last 28 days. Special thanks to Will. Launched my first campaign in July after watching the GB course that he put together. This stuff works. That's one of my courses. For all you new folks, I found the following 2 points very helpful. You're not losing money, you're buying data. Try to learn from every penny spent. Did the design suck? Was targeting off? Who's buying, not buying? You do not launch a profitable campaign, you build one. It takes several iterations to get a campaign well into the black. Remember, this is part of the process. If you do not give up, you will win. And he's doing probably far, far more than this now. Here's another one from Ben. Some Friday milestone motivation. He bought my course in late July and launched his first campaign exactly 2 months ago. Will's system works. You just need to trust the process and put in the work. Awesome. I love that milestone. 1,000 sales is huge. But you know what? That's enough fluff. Let's get into the case study because that is why you're here, right? So the case study covers three things. First is the exact product I sold. I'll reveal that to you. Number two is how I came up with the idea to give you some insight into the thought process behind it. And number three is how I marketed the product. So the exact product I sold, drum roll please. There we go. It's this one. It is a dad to daughter necklace. Now, why would I, a middle-aged white man, create this necklace and sell it online? Well, because it works. I mean, I have daughters. I got 5 daughters, and I know that I actually gave this to one of my daughters, and she loved it. Like the look on her face was priceless. So this one was priced at $27.95. Sold at the time of the screenshot, 8,102 units sold, and oh, it's a little blurry there. I don't know why, but that generated over 162,000 in revenue. The ad costs were about half, so my net profit was about 81,000 on that. That's US. I'm Canadian. I get to convert that to Canadian dollars, which is over 6 figures in profit Canadian dollars. Not bad, right? 106,000. That's more money than most make in a year at their day jobs. And I did that on one necklace. And how many necklaces do you think I have running? Hint, quite a few. So this stuff works, and it works very well. It's just a matter of connecting all the dots, putting all the pieces together, and coming up with good ideas. So that leads me to number two, how I came up with the idea. I used an angle, and this is an angle that it's not new, but as you saw from the screenshot, it's called the gift angle. And this is the angle where I thought, you know what, men are we're used to buying jewelry and we're used to buying necklaces and stuff for women. And even more so, if we can buy that stuff for like our daughters, man, that's pretty awesome, right? Because then they will cherish that thing forever. If you say something kind and sweet and you mean it on the necklace and you give it to your daughter, they're gonna be like, whoa. And you like I can still see when I gave it to my one daughter and she was like, oh my God, Dad, that's beautiful. Thank you. I'll keep this forever. And I was like, okay, that was worth it. Like I should basically charge more for these. But anyway, men do buy gifts for women, especially their daughters. They also buy them for their girlfriends or wives, their fiancés, their moms, their grandmoms, everything, right? So I started researching, and I went to Amazon, and I went to Etsy, and I went to Walmart, and I went to eBay, and I was trying to find dad to daughter gifts out there. And then I started getting some ideas. I saw things that were printed on like canvas prints or engraved in wood or like wallet cases, or a lot of different options came up. There were some necklaces that weren't necessarily print on demand, but I found those anyway. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll test this theory out, and it worked. So I put it on a print on demand necklace, and man, it worked. And as you've seen, it worked very, very, very well. So I had it all created, had it ready to go, had the platform I was using, and now I needed to get people looking at it. So I basically used Facebook ads, and I started creating some ads, and I would run them on the newsfeed and on the right hand side and on people's phones. And that got people looking at the product, at the necklace, and buying it. And I would just target men, and I would target men who were a little bit older. I think I went 40 plus males in the US to start. And I ended up going like worldwide. And I would just subdivide that demographic by very broad interests. Things like baseball, football, basketball, golf. And then I would go into like hunting and fishing and surfing and snowboarding and what all these broad interests that I would subdivide these things into. And it was working. And then every time I would find like a subdivision that worked within the Facebook ads, I would dive even deeper. So if the fishing interest targeting worked, then I would say, okay, what else can I target within the fishing world? And there's a whole bunch of things like fishing lures, fishing line, fishing vacations, fishing boats, um, fishing rods, fishing reels, fishing tackle. Like my God, there is a like unlimited amount of things to do with fishing because a lot of people in the world fish. And then I said, you know what? I'm not just going to go with people in the United States. I'm going to go to Canada. I'm going to go to Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, Ireland. I'm going to go to all these places and I'm going to sell these there too. Because the benefit of running a print on demand campaign on Facebook is you don't have to stick to your own country. You can go anywhere in the world. I've sold this necklace in Bangladesh. I've sold it in Singapore. I've sold it everywhere, and I live in Canada. So how'd I do that? I just targeted worldwide, and dads all over the world started buying it. And I'm like, holy crap, this has a lot of legs. So it's working, and I've taken that knowledge and I've transferred that to other niches and other necklaces and other designs, and I still do it to this day. All right. So, I mean, the Facebook ad side, it's a tad bit more, but I can't cover everything in this short case study because I don't want to keep you all day. So, do you want to do what I did? That's my question. You might be able to. I don't know, maybe you're doing it already. Maybe you're doing more than me. I'm not the best in the world. I mean, I'm pretty good at what I do, but nobody's the best of the best of the best. I guess there has to be somebody who's the best. But anyway, I know there are people doing bigger numbers than me, but I can hold my own. So you've got two options if you want to do this. You can go on your own, or you can go with some help. If you want some help, you're in the right place. Okay? You need a system to do what I do. And that is a system that connects all the dots. It's a full system teaching everything from A to Z. Learn from an expert. Better off following a system than floundering alone. I happen to have a system. Now, does it work? Here's some more proof for you. These are some payout screenshots from GearBubble, one of the platforms that I use. I use more than them, but they are a solid, awesome platform that I like. And you can see 1425, 1124, 1346. This was back in February that I requested these payouts. I'm still pulling numbers from GearBubble daily, and it is an awesome platform to use. All right. Here's another guy, Benjamin. He bought one of my courses. So he said, I was feeling a little left out with others reporting their successful campaigns. More work to do with mindset. Well, 48 minutes into a new campaign launch, I got my first sale, and it's a two-fer. One necklace along with a mug as an upsell. So excited. Thanks, Will Haimerl, celebrating success. So that was awesome. I love that. When people post that in my groups, that's just my favorite thing. I take a screenshot because I'm like, that makes me so happy. And then he's like, you know what? I have a winner. Since launching the test on February 7th, I have a winning campaign. I made 17 sales today. Thanks, Will Haimerl. The system works. I just needed to follow the plan and be patient. I'm launching more ad sets using lookalike audiences. We'll provide details tomorrow. That is why I do this stuff. Okay, yeah, I could hoard all this knowledge and just do it on my own, but I don't want to. I like helping people too. There's more to life than sitting alone on your computer, watching like, oh, a blue jay just literally landed on my windowsill. Wow, that's a big blue jay. Anyway, sorry, squirrel. Let me ask you a question though. Would you like to see if this stuff will work for you? I do have a members only forum, and it provides the training and support you want. It is delivered online 24/7. But first, let's clarify something. Who is this for? If you fit this criteria, this could be for you. Maybe you're brand new, you never sold a thing online before. That's fine. We can hold your hand from literally basic beginner all the way up to advanced marketer. Maybe you're not brand new, but you tried and failed in the past. You want a proven system. You're willing to take action. You want to skip the, you know what, I'll figure it out myself phase, like going to YouTube and type it in, hey, how do I sell necklaces online? And you get a million different opinions from a million different people, and the bulk of them don't know what they're doing either. And it's for people who are willing to invest in their success. All right. Now, that's who it's for. So I hope you fall into that category. I'm assuming you do if you watch this video to this far in. And who it's not for, I don't want to deal with these people. I'm getting too old for this. Whiners, complainers, finger pointers, cheapskates. You know, I'm not going to pay for that. I can find it online. Well, good luck. You're going to waste more time and energy and money trying to figure this stuff out on your own than you could for what I'm about to offer you. Okay? Quitters, people who put in minimal effort, people who question everything, people not willing to pay for help. So as you get older and as you get wiser, you start learning that time is really the most valuable asset that you have. You can buy time and you can speed things up simply by going to people who know what they're doing and learning from them. Okay. Now, when you're young, you're kind of stubborn. You might think you know everything and you think, well, I can figure this out. I can reverse engineer everything. Well, okay, maybe, but it's going to take you a heck of a lot longer than learning from a pro. I guarantee that. And as I get older too, like anything I want to learn now, sure, I'll go to YouTube once in a while, but literally I'll go to experts. I'll be like, can you just show me how you did that? I'll pay you. And it saves me so much time and headache, and I'm off to the races a lot faster. So what do you do next? Well, you got to make a choice here. I mean, not yet, but check out the forums and our challenge system. All right. go to, what our challenge is. It's how we provide the most up-to-date training possible. So I've built my business based around these challenges internally, and now I'm showing them to the members of my forums on the site too, just so that they can be selling things year round successfully. And I show how to do that. This allows me to provide the most up-to-date training possible, because if you've ever bought, say, a course on like Facebook ads, well, I guarantee you, like 3, 6 months later, it's outdated and it doesn't work anymore, because things change so fast with Facebook. It's like at lightning speed. And really, the only way to stay on top of it is to have somebody who's in the trenches with you, somebody who's experimenting constantly, trying to stay ahead of the curve instead of following it. So that's what the challenges are all about. You can read more about them basically at the site. So there's no theory allowed here. We practice what we preach. I'm in the trenches with you daily. I do the exact stuff that I show you, and I do it successfully. So the only difference between me and somebody who's failing online is they haven't failed enough. They haven't taken enough shots at it, and they probably haven't got help. Or maybe they got help from the wrong people. I don't know. But you do have to put in the effort. You do have to take action, and you can't quit at the first sign of trouble. All right? So what do? Go to the site. Join it today. Right there, ppc-coach.com. It's been at the bottom corner of every slide so far that you've been looking at. And the question is, the next success story that I have on my forums, will it be you? I hope so. I've got a lot of them already. People are making good money, and I should actually charge a lot more than I'm charging for these forums, honestly, because the amount of money that people are reporting that they're making in the success section of the forums is amazing. I want you to see it. So just go there, ppc-coach.com, and you'll see all the details, and you can decide from there. This is a minimal investment into your success. It's really peanuts compared to the value that you're getting. So it is a no-brainer. I'd love to have you in there. I cannot wait to work with everybody. If a challenge is already underway, don't worry. There's replays posted from the live training, and the next one is always coming up right around the corner. So that's how we stay up to date. That's how we get you the training and support you need, and that's how we get you profitable and successful. I hope you'll join. I look forward to working with you. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comments, or just send me an email, ppccoach@gmail.com. No problem at all. I'd love to chat with you. Have a great day, and we will see you inside the forums.